Greetings to the internet. You're watching Retronauts Lunch Break with OneUp.com. I'm your sultry host, Jeremy
Sultry.
Parish. Sultry.
And
And-
I don't know if I'm sultry or not, but I'm Bob Mackey.
You're stentorial.
Okay,
You're the stentor.
I see.
And,
So yeah, we're playing Wonder Boy.
We're
And I'm gonna
continuing
look-
our week of Sega Master System games with one of the biggest early Master System games, which is Wonder Boy. Now, you may be looking at this and thinking, but this is Hudson's Adventure Island. And I say to you, you're wrong because he's not wearing a baseball cap.
And
So
he's a
it's-
little slimmer, but not really.
Not by much.
No.
He can't press the A button 16 times per second. This is not Hudson's Adventure Island. He is not Master Takahashi.
Ooh, what's this?
Is it a punching
It's
glove?
a magic purse. We're going away.
Oh, let's go shopping in space.
Now, this is very remarkably similar to Super Mario Brothers. Wouldn't you agree?
Maybe just a little bit. I mean, this game was very, very obviously.
We're going back.
Whoa, that was a quick shopping
We're
trip.
going up there.
Oh, it's double bonus.
I don't even. Oh, I guess that was a warp. Weird.
Oh,
Okay,
double
I don't know if
rainbow.
I'm ready for this. but
Wow.
Okay. Oh,
We're
no.
learning. Oh, watch out for the rock.
Yeah.
So yes, this was very much an attempt to create a Super Mario Brothers style game, except with stamina.
Yeah, it's kind of like a timer.
Wonder Boy is a hungry little cave person.
But
so
does he hate eggplants like Master Higgins did?
I don't know.
Eggplants were the one vegetable? Is that a vegetable? I don't know.
It is a fruit.
Okay.
An eggplant is a fruit.
It's the one fruit that will chase you with an angry face in Adventure Island. I don't know.
Video
if that
games of this era really hated eggplant. I wonder what it was about eggplant, because Kid Icarus had the eggplant wizard, and then Ice Climber, there was an eggplant that was like a dangerous bonus or something.
Yeah. I
don't
can't
know.
explain it.
I guess Japanese game designers just hate the crap out of eggplant.
It's one of the few games with a doll bonus. Or the only game. Oh, yeah. Please tweet in your questions or comments to
I was
Retronauts on
just about to
Twitter.
tell people, yes,
No
at Retronauts.
Yep.
On Twitter, we will read and respond to your comments on air
So I read some
over the next
interesting.
15 minutes.
Well, it's not really interesting stuff, but this character's name is Boy.
Boy,
And has nothing to do with Wonder Boy from Tenacious D. When that song came out, I was like, I know Wonder Boy, and that's not Wonder Boy. Okay, skateboarding on clouds, not cool, but look at all the safety gear he has. This guy was very
I know
forward-thinking.
this is a very
Oh.
responsible video game. But even that safety gear can't save you from drowning.
No, he needs like floaties. That's the one thing he forgot.
Yeah, this game is a Water Wings.
This part is
a
like-
very weird, kind of like surreal mashup of ideas. Just like all 8-bit games. Nothing really makes
Oh,
sense.
darn it. Sorry, my jump and fire buttons are switched around on my controller. And
Oh, that sounds like a war crime.
it's
to
hurting
me.
my brain.
It's like Mega Man Anniversary Collection.
But we also have Wonder Boy in Monster World if you want to slip that in at some point.
Oh, I don't know. I'm enjoying watching you die here in this game.
Oh my god, the egg. Okay.
Whoa, you kicked that one really hard.
Who needs a weapon? Come on.
Yeah, so let's talk a little bit about Wonder Boy and its bizarre history and why it looks so much like Adventure Island. Because it is Adventure Island, but it's not.
Yep.
So this was an arcade game developed by a company called Escape, which later became West One. And when they created the game, they did it in collusion with Sega. And Sega kept the rights to the name Wonder Boy, and West One kept the rights to everything else. So it's like if Nintendo and that company that programmed Donkey Kong for them had created Donkey Kong together, and Nintendo had kept the rights to Donkey Kong himself, but the game itself, the actual game code, still belonged to the third-party developer. Then Congo Bongo could have been exactly like Donkey Kong instead of just a big old ripoff.
Not to make fun of Hudson or to slag on them, but I'm finding this game much easier than Adventure Island. Oh no! Oh god! Except this guy has a lot of forward momentum when you stop jumping. So
Inertia, man.
Yeah.
That's what makes you wonder.
Sweet.
So yeah, Adventure Island was the same game that West One reprogrammed for Hudson, or Hudson just took the code to and created themselves. But they stuck a different character in it. They stuck their real life mascot, Master Takahashi, into the game in place of Wonder Boy. And then Sega made a bunch of Wonder Boy games.
Oh, come on.
Oh.
I did not see that coming.
Sega made a bunch of Wonder Boy sequels that were very different from the Adventure Island sequels.
This bird guy is freaking me out.
Yeah. The bosses in this are all like the same body with a different animal head.
That's a good way to save money.
Or ROM space.
Oh, that too.
Let's look at Twitter. Brian Jackson says, the box art for Master System release of Wonder Boy and Monsterland is so frightening. I'm going to take your word on that because it doesn't come immediately to mind.
It is. It's him jumping over a giant snail who is not at all impressed. He's like, yeah, whatever, I don't care.
Yeah, it's just a kid jumping over a snail. Who cares? I don't know. I like any Sega Master System box because they had that grid.
Yeah.
That grid. I love that grid.
Oh.
I wish more publishers would use that kind of consistency with their platforms.
Yeah, I love Nintendo's black box style.
I never really liked that too much, but
Really?
I liked Konami's silver box style.
Those were cool.
Where
It
they
was
had
like,
the gradiated lines at the edges.
Yeah.
Like there was a real sense of class. Plus they had really good paintings on the front. It was like a real Drew Sturzen ripoff for Goonies 2.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's not him, but man,
I don't think it was him,
close.
but man, yeah, they nailed his style.
And that's why a lot of people thought there was a Goonies 2 movie. It's like, when
but
was
this is a real movie poster.
Sorry, kids.
Yeah. Master System always had much cheaper looking box art, but there's just something about that grid style that I really love.
My favorite one is Pro Wrestling, where the guy has his own head in a
Under
headlock.
he's like head rocking himself because no one will play with him.
Because he's a Master System. Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, there's that painting, no one will play Master System with Harrison Ford.
I didn't see that.
I had a print of it somewhere. It's Harrison Ford holding a Master System, and he's really sad because no one wants to play with him. There's some kids playing NES at the TV instead.
Oh, I did it again. Okay, sure.
Oh, good job.
Should be him saying that this belongs in a museum. Let's not play it.
Keithius wants to know, controls on this game look a little floaty. Is that true?
They are. The biggest problem
beyond
is
floaty.
he keeps moving when you jump, so you have to really prepare for that. Like, you have to
He's
turn
got those
around
little
in
leg
midair.
twitches.
Yeah.
Even when he's not doing anything, his legs twitch. He's kind of like an NPC in Dragon Warrior.
Yeah, he's like, I gotta keep running, gotta keep going.
I'm not doing anything, but I'm still walking. Christian Tarzinski wants to know, is this game worth going back to playing if I haven't before, aka has it aged well?
I like I said, I think this is easier than Adventure Island, which I can barely get past the second stage of that, although my thumb really hurts. I should probably say that.
I've never really been a super big fan of Wonder Boy or Adventure Island. Like, I don't know, they always just seem to be kind of a little too obviously imitating Super Mario Brothers, but without quite the same precision and polish.
Better than Alex Kidd, though.
I'm not a big fan of this game, but the sequels are really good. The sequels for Wonder Boy go off in all kinds of different directions. There's shooters, and then there's like non-linear Castlevania-style adventure games, big worlds, open worlds. And then on Adventure Island, it had one sequel that was just kind of like more of the same, and then the third and fourth games took a much more open approach. The fourth one never came to the U.S., but was really, really good.
It's very Metroid-y.
Yeah, it's
in its own way.
super Castlevania 2-ish, or Fazanadu, or something like that. So I would say the sequels are more worth playing than this. This is fun to play a little bit and kind of get your bearings for the series, but the later games really improved it a lot, and this series ultimately culminated with Monster World 4 for Sega Genesis, which unfortunately never came to the U.S. It's the one game that didn't come to the U.S.
Wasn't there
it was super good.
A rumored virtual console release of that at some point?
No, actually, supposedly Sega is publishing that on Xbox Live Arcade and PSN, fully translated, I believe, sometime this year. That was announced, and
I'll believe it when I see it.
It's not a rumor, but I don't know when it'll actually come to fruition. Someone else asked if the game is as slippery and bad as it looks. I don't know if I'd say bad, but it's
a little slippery, yeah. The physics are
slippery.
odd.
Fred McMack calls us government lovers for continuing to be live even though SOPA is blacking out the internet. Although I've been using the internet a lot today, and it hasn't been particularly black. Google marked out their name, which wasn't really that much of a statement.
I can tell you, listeners, I'm on several lists, so watch out for me. I'm dangerous.
He's on the no-fly list. They do not let him fly without an airplane.
I like these statues in the background.
Whereas
Pretty
I'm
cool.
allowed to just, flap my arms and go. Kind of like he's doing.
Yeah.
What is he doing? Is he like spanking his butt to go faster?
I don't know. I
find he's spanking his own ass. It's kind of like a dance move.
I find the presence of skateboards in this game.
Oh,
what the heck?
Matryoshka, whatever that doll. Actually, that's Terra from Final Fantasy VI.
No doll bonus for me.
No doll bonus for you.
At least they have checkpoints.
Joel Griffiths says, the music is a tad torturous.
Yeah, it doesn't do... I like the Adventure Island music much better than this. It's very catchy. But this one is sort of like monotonous.
Matthew J. says, what lost Sega properties would you like to see revived?
Oh, you should listen to the next episode of Retronauts, Matthew.
Oh, my goodness. What is that?
That's the entire episode about lost Sega franchises.
Really?
Yep.
No kidding.
Yep.
You guys are on top of things.
Totally unplanned. So yeah, I hope I get to see the no boss. Okay.
So you didn't visit Plan Podcast Hood?
What? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
A lot too many protesters. I couldn't get in.
I would actually be okay with seeing Wonder Boy return, or at least Monster World, because like I said, Monster World 4 is so good. It's just this bright, colorful, crisp game. It plays really well. It's very it was very inventive. Reminds me a lot of the Shantae games. They're kind of like the spiritual successor.
I have not played that yet. I really want to, and I should. I find it odd that the last stage of this level is not like a dungeon. It's another forest. You know?
Is this the last stage?
It's the last stage of this world. It's I'm
okay.
on 1-4, which seems weird that I went into like this weird dungeon cavern, and now I'm back out in the forest. Although it's much more
It's a spookier
enemy
forest.
filled, and the music is more dire. There are some more
Not dire in a creative sense. It's actually less grating than the previous music.
yeah, I find it welcoming. So yeah.
You don't wanna fuss around too long though, because Wonder Boy's stamina keeps dropping.
He constantly needs fruit. Does he have like some scurvy or some sort of deficiency?
I don't know.
I'm hoping we get to see a boss. I'm surprised I was able to make it this far.
You're the opposite of me. I choke on live streams, and you do awesome.
I'm totally focused and full of caffeine. Frogs. Okay.
So I'm trying to remember why or how many different versions of this game there have been. I mean, Wonder Boy is Sega. And
Okay.
then,
Those springs suck as bad as they do in Mario Brothers. Just
and
so
then
everyone knows.
obviously Hudson had Adventure Island, but on TurboGrafx you could play not this game, but I think Wonder Boy 3 in Monsterland
One was like called
was Dynastic
yeah,
Hero.
and it was like just the characters were
And
swapped out.
all of these games are available on Virtual Console, and they're all exactly the same. So you could spend a lot of money and be like, wait, this game is the same as the other. Although I'm not going to complain that Dynastic Hero is available because that game is exceedingly rare in its original disc, PC Engine or Turbo CD version.
Which Wonder Boy game would you recommend? I like the one for Genesis.
Which, like specific Wonder Boy game?
Yeah, that's my recommendation as far as Wonder Boy goes.
Yeah, I mean, that one was good. Like I said...
I mean, not the one for Genesis, the first one for Genesis, because there are two. And
So you're not asking, like, which version of this game specifically?
Oh, jeez, look at that. Give me some warning.
Wow.
Give me some warning. We'll see if I can beat that guy.
Okay, Brian Jackson says Wonder Boy has to be the best mimicking character of all time. He's been everything from a Hudson employee to Sun Wukong.
He's kind of like a scab.
And he's also been, fake Mario. That's kind of what he is all around. Ersatz Mario.
All right,
John
Bird
Sacrani
Face
says, Wonder Boy's thong bothers me. Why didn't you play Wonder Momo instead? Because her thong bothers me even more because she's a 14-year-old girl or younger, and you're looking at her underpanties.
So I did decapitate the boss.
Arcade Wiz says, fun fact, this song is in Sonic 1, but it has more parts to it.
Really?
That's crazy.
I'd like to know what the name of that is, because this is driving me nuts.
That's the name of the song, Driving Me Nuts.
I think Sonic music is pretty good, but Wonder Boy, not so much. Let's see how different the next stage will be.
James McClellan wants to know, did Wonder Boy ever have TV advertisements like Adventure Island? I am not a...
Wait, should I get this mushroom?
Sure. Yes.
Okay, it didn't hurt
Did you
me.
die? Oh, no. That's too bad. I'm not a TV commercial archivist, so I don't know. Bob, do you?
What was the question?
Did Wonder Boy ever have TV advertisements like Adventure Island?
My question is, did the Master System ever have TV ads? Because I never saw them.
That's true, but maybe you just lived in the wrong market.
That's
true.
true.
I.e. not Brazil.
I feel like Adventure Island probably would not have had TV ads because it seemed like only the bigger publishers had TV ads in America.
Master System was distributed in the U.S. by Mattel.
That's right. Yeah,
so you would think that a company that had such an extensive toy empire would have been on top of things.
I feel like in this era they would not have. Okay, now I've got Rhino Face bothering me. In this era they would not have advertised a single game, but more like the platform. Like
they advertised single games back in the NES era.
Early in
this
the
early?
NES era.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, maybe no. I guess
it feels
this
like
is like
Nintendo.
Within the first year of Wonder Boy or the Master System's existence in the U.S. So maybe you're right. Maybe it would have been like the Sega Master System, the new amazing thing that you can put on your television, and it's awesome, and it has a snail inside.
It would be yeah. Oh my God, it has a snail. That's right. We're not gonna play Snail Maze.
Snail Maze. We're gonna have an entire episode dedicated to Snail Maze.
Is the snail from Wonder Boy the snail in Snail Maze?
Oh my God. You think he is?
Yeah.
Whoa. We just created canon here.
Yeah, Wonder Boy, I gotta say, it's not that hard.
Continuity.
I'm sure it's gonna get like cripplingly hard coming up, but
Yeah, well, I mean, what world is this? Like world
2, but that's I can't make it that far on Adventure Island. I'll tell you that much. Oh snap!
Oh, there you go. Confidence.
Damning myself. They also give you unlimited continues, which I don't think they give you in Adventure Island. Although someone will correct me within the next 5 seconds. Let me know how wrong I am, please.
Matthew J wants to know: is there a mechanical reason the Master System games always look so harsh and bright, or is it just game design?
It might be the palette.
Yeah, it was just the hardware color palette. It had more colors available than the NES, and the NES had kind of a weird muted palette. Some of the choices that the hardware programmers made for
oh my god, I'm just doing really bad at this.
for the NES's colors are kind of strange. Like it has like 6 shades of brown or something, which out of 52 colors is a big percentage of brownness.
All the brown in the rainbow.
Oh, all the brown in Fazanadu.
Oh yeah, that was like. Oh, never mind. That joke has been made. Sorry.
Go on.
I'm not gonna go.
Go on.
It's like the next gen game
yes,
of
there we go.
1987.
It was more like 1989.
Okay.
1989's Gears of Wars. Yes, thank you.
Fuzanadu.
Mixinidus says Wonder Boy has a giant tapeworm that must be constantly fed.
Oh
That
my
explains a
god.
lot. Christian Tarasinski wants to know why are frogs and snails harmful enemies?
Maybe you're the one who's harmful. How about that? Maybe you're on their turf and they're just defending their families. What
Okay,
I'm saying
but
is, boy is a monster.
whoa, Wonder Boy French fries?
Yeah.
With an upside down McDonald's M? That's nuts.
Those were in Bonk's Adventure. Oh my god.
There's canon here. There's continuity to be determined.
Wonder Burger. Oh, come on.
Wow.
That's
you just got to keep
ridiculous.
moving. That's why his
Yeah.
feet twitch. He's saying, don't stop until you get to the boss. Then you have to stop. Otherwise you die.
It does look like he's holding his pants up in his idle animation. Like, that's what
Are
it
there
looks like
any?
to me.
Oh, sorry. Arcade Wiz wants to know: are there any other platformers that have a stamina system like this? Adventure Island?
Yeah.
Is that cheating?
A little bit, but
Okay.
hey, I don't care. Damn
Oh,
you, egg.
you failed the physics test.
Yeah.
There's an Octorok.
Oh snap!
slumming-
I'm not gonna get past that part
those
with the
guys.
weapon.
I don't know about those guys. Are those supposed to be eggplants?
They look like
because they don't look cool to me.
they look like gollywogs.
Yeah.
Is that what
2
you call
days
those
after
things?
MLK Jr.'s birthday too.
Yeah.
It's not cool.
Those they have a similar caricature in Toomba that makes me uncomfortable.
Tomba.
Whatever.
Now there's a little angel.
Yeah, take
Oh,
that,
I don't-
native people.
Man,
I'm Wonder Boy.
subtext here, not cool.
And at the end, you convert them all to Christianity. He's really just a missionary.
Brian Jackson says, Boy's love interest looks like a prehistoric Rydia from Final Fantasy IV. I thought Terra from Final Fantasy VI
Oh.
because she's got the red outfit.
You
but
know
maybe
what?
you're
And her
right.
name is Tina.
Tina. Oh,
Yeah.
well, that's Terra's name in Japan. So there we go. You're
And
wrong.
also-
It's not Rydia.
If you call Terra Tina, I'd hate you.
Arcade Wiz says, you have to commend this game on its primitive sprite shadowing and thick black lines. It almost looks cel-shaded. I don't know if I'd go that far, but yeah, the outlines are a nice touch and something
Yeah.
you didn't see in a lot of other games until later.
I noticed they did that on the Game Boy a lot because they really had to, but it made
Right.
a lot of Game Boy games look better than NES games just because things stood out a lot
That
more.
might be going a little far, but I get
Or
what
at
you're
least,
saying.
yeah, I liked the visual design of those games a little more than NES games.
James McClellan wants to know, do you think there was ever
Yeah.
a TV show pitch for pre-Genesis games? Maybe the Wondrous Wonder Boy show?
We got a Wonder Boy's buddy Alex Kidd. They team up with Transbot to fight crime.
That works for me. But what they don't realize the hideous sexual secret of Transbot. I wouldn't say hideous, but you know, for kids that young, it's
I don't
just
know
not
if they're
something you wanna
ready.
know.
It had to be better than the Acclaim cartoon, which included a character from Arch
Bubsy.
Rivals. No Bubsy.
Wait, was
was
Bubsy not-
pre,
oh, that's
that
right,
was pre-Bubsy. This was like
right,
late
it was
80s.
a monster truck.
Yeah.
And then Koros from Wizards and Warriors wasn't he in there?
one of if that's the main character, then yes.
Yes, Koros.
Also, it had a did I say basketball player from Arch Rivals,
You
Quirk, the funky tomato Quirk, and the main villain was from the show Narc.
Wow.
Yeah, and it was called Video Power.
Nice. Oh, Acclaim. All right, well, we're getting to the end of our allotted time, so I think we'll go until you die horribly.
Oh, that'll be.
Oh, take that, frog. Andrew C. says, I think Joe and Mac had a stamina system. Also, Felix the cat. I guess he means the NES game.
Felix the cat. I don't remember. I'm sure. Sam and Max. Joe and Mac. That's pretty fun.
So Christian Trzynski
Oh,
wants
you
to know,
son of a gun.
why can't you go left? And also, why did you die?
Because there's no, what's that called when children, like babies, when something is out of their vision that it no longer exists. It's like That's what all of old video game characters had. It's like the world is no longer there because I don't see it.
Mysteries of 8-bit games
Is it called
solved.
Persistence of Vision or something? I don't know.
See,
me
folks,
out here.
Retronauts Lunch Break is an educational show.
Yeah.
So we're glad that you learned something today.
We teach you why babies are stupid.
Tomorrow we're going to tackle Alex Kidd, and he's going to give us a gigantic fist in the face, because that is what Alex Kidd does. He punches things with a huge fist.
And not much else.
So stay tuned for that tomorrow, and we hope the music will be less annoying. And Bob died again.
On purpose.
So this was Wonder Boy. We are Retronauts Lunch Break at oneup.com, and you can watch us on oneup.com or on YouTube/The One Up Network
Twitch.
or on Twitch, if you must. But we'll be back tomorrow, so tune in then.
Goodbye.